Hello everyone, welcome to my live stream guys. So we are talk about this guys in this video explaining right now guys and this mm, review now and the get live bonus guys. So work of the AI future queue and this trading of the computation of the granted and this guys 100 Q airdrop for users. So explaining right now guys in this video. So today So, work of the AI and this queue future and this short this queue and this trading benefit are now at the live and participate to easily win chance of two or draw and with a um, granted 100 Q and this reward for person plus of the future and trading challenge is waiting for you compete uh, in with a total price and full of 3 lakh of this Q reward spot of the limit available in the first come or the first several bills. Yes. So I talk about this guys event and this period September 2 2025 and this and 10 o'clock and September 8 and 2025 this UTC guys. So how to participate? Click the join button guys and this complete the registration and this will you be considered and a successful participant after winning reward automatically and credit your account and this the daily price of the full limited and this will be the update and this UTC and the next day guys. So guys, the join the future trading challenge and share guys one this the share of the Q prize pool. So the new welcome bonus and first deposit and during the event new user who and the complete the first of the deposit and this guys and the $50 and any token will receive one draw entry and reward will be distributed and this automatically on the first mm, come and the first saver and base. So the future trading and this guys during the event and this every 2000 and dollar and this QSD future trading volume user will be one draw entry limited and this two entire and this entire is of the per user. So I talk about this just user trading and challenge during the event and this every $2000 USD future and this trading volume user and the receive the one draw entry limited and this two three entire per user. So far four task 4 and this future of the trading challenge and during the event and this 10,000 any future trading volume user will receive one draw entry and the limited and two 10 entire and the per user. So task 5 and the future trading challenge and during the event every $50,000 guys and this any future and trading volume user and will receive one draw entry and limited to 10 entire on the per user. So future trading challenge and trade of the QSD future and this unlock and this guys in the Q price pool. So during the event user and the trade of the QSD and this guys future um, can successful and this participate the future trading and challenge and this user with future trading volume the latest and this guys $5,000 can and they participate the future trading volume ranking and this the top 200 user future trading volume will share and this guys this 1 million of the Q and the total price pool base and this there of the trading volume and profitation. So I talk about this guys event rule and this guys the participate and this must of the click join now and bottom one of the even most phase of the resistance, and this even the complete identify verification to receive of the reward. So during the reward event period and the trading volume and calculate and this the sum of the buy and sell volume and this and during the event and fear trading and volume calculate and the as of the sum buy and the sell volume. So the event of the reward will base an issue as of the Q token and draw reward will be automatically and this sent of the user account and this after complete and trading of this tasks of the will and future trading challenge and reward will distribution and this user and account of the with 40 business of the day and this event ends. So user participate the similar get event but will only receive and one of the reward and this activities. So batch of the registration of the fact of the account and this make list and this volume multiple of the self trading and this other fraudulent and this activity and strictly and this prohibited and the multiple account under the same and this verified under will and consider one account and the sub account no are not allowed and this participate. So the market interest of the institution of this and affiliated and this account of the cannot participate with the event. So in case any describe of the between transcript and the version of the English version and the English version of the shell variable. So get and reserve and this final interface of the right now event. So guys, so user the UAK and this other and resistant of the reason and this no have the access and server including participate in the event gaming and competition. So for the detail and this is and reason and please user agreement. So the risk warning and this crypto trading and this effect and the version and factor including market and condition the policy the market highly and this price of the fluctuation on this unpredictable and this please and aware to of the market risk and the trade of the QTC of the refer of the future and guide. So let's check out these guys in this use agreement guys. So we are talk about these guys in this latest event. So get BIP and assist of the upgrade of the deep sniffer of the fake of the sniffer Avro and this get BIP system been optimized and upgrade and this asset and system and fully deep of the sniper of the tick and the sniper allo and you better of the visual of your overall fund of the offering and quick of the access BIP exclusive benefits. So more and the its asset and this BFE asset of the calculator and the now include of the DeFi deep sniper and the far of the sniper of the giving you more and complete of the accurate and the view and this investment asset guys. So all around and the asset management and form of the sport holding and board and accumulation of this these all asset of the now and this consideration of the BIP asset and the strategy making of the it and this other and the take of the total portfolio. So guys, we are talking about this guys more and this accurate behavior and elevation and this expert of the scope and this assist of this assistant will several important of the BFA evaluation and this ensuring every part of the if you assist of the instantly and replicate and this of the user and this quick and these guys quick of the access and BFA exclusive benefit including of the discussion of the exclusive high yield and financial and this produce and this special update and this guys BFA exclusive and this service and this plenty of these other factories. So Get will continue and this enhance of the future and provide others signals and this dedicate expense assist and this management of the BAP exclusive service. So announcement we are talk about these guys in this. So get of the BAP and get of the premium upgrade unlock and this 20 plus of the exclusive preview and this guys brand new of the BAP and the top notch of the trading and this experience of the life enjoy and these guys 2T plus exclusive preview grow and this assist of the trade and this more effectively. So the up of the 70% of the discount fee and this 56% discount for future fee, export fee 75% and this 70% discount of the going of the rate and click the more and this view more and for the um, red details. So BFE well and this hub of the benefit BFE exclusive high yield and finance of the produce and the private of the wealth and the management service and launch full stake of these guys the limit of this 12,000 and USD crypto loan of these guys 2,000 of the USD the higher average daily chain at the withdraw limited guys and 2 million USD and this add of the currency and this withdraw limit and this guys 5 million of the per month and this um, uh, priority of the process and P2P complaint on the along and this with increasing P2P margin of the current and water. So industry of the analysis report we are provided the weekly in deeply analysis report and this global crypto market and this covering market trend and hot and sector of the policy and dynamic and this on chain of the data help and this correctly graphs and this market of the dynamic estate and this strategy of the planning. So enjoy and personalize and the support from the senior account and the management including interior and the profitable advice even and not even scholarship and this benefit alerts and the BFU offline event and this innovation. So guys, access the premium of the global offline activity get and the invite of the unlock of the premium and offline of the activity and partner of the social and this of the bullion of the access of the rights event. So guys, so don't miss this token guys and deeply and this surprise of the gift and this per month and we are complete of the BIP growth and system and the service and plan ensure going the pick of the details and the privilege. So the BAP exclusive referral benefit share and the exclusive and general and get exclusive and the referral code and this UPN of the birth when the unlock of the 50 days and the BF5 trial card and this automatically. So BF invitation and the quads and this refresh of the monthly and premium BFE as gets of the higher course and the more refer rewards. So I talk about this guys BFE get cut and this BFE user get and this 2.5% point use base and cashback and this get cut support and the real-time crypto settlement and the with manual despite of the this require of the competitive and Google Play Apple Play guys. So don't miss this token. So guys, and this BFE exclusive event and this we are regularity and this launch of the BFE exclusive trade and this finance of the tax of and customize and activities and the join of the share and super higher and the price pool and exclusive benefit any additional and this BFE and this 5 user and this above the participate guys. So we are talk about this guys in this video card and the get card and the support real time and the crypto settlement and they behave with and no manual and despite of the record and fully complete of the Google Pay and the Apple Pay. So BFS Club event and these guys we are regularly launch of the BFS Club and this finance of the task and customized activity and join our and share of the super high price of the full and this exclusive guys. The benefit of the BAF user and this above the participate regular airdrop and this generate and the reward sign up the completely and simple task and the more airdrop please I talk explaining right now guys. So this is the BF exclusive and this carnival guys. So I talk about this guys in this video and this general of this um, right now guys. So this use agreement and general guys before using accessing of the website offered Gate.io including of this www of the gate.com and associate and the applicable application of the interface of this and locate of the gate.io and any service of made of this available and this guys website and any exclusive of the mobile application of this API search of this any and this duplicate and this from of the block of the social media page and the rebellion of the platform operate maintains and these guys collective and master of the reward user agreement and the careful and this understand and this stream of the condition especially and this platform of the operate and maintained by Getaio and this collective the it's and the you must of the read user and this agreement and this carefully you understand and this team of the condition especially of these guys and content highly and this highlights that the capitalization term of the ethic and this whole and this under and this color and this agreement and this consist of this main body and this 5 days and this 5 days and as well rules and this statement and this instruction of the condition guys and mm, limitation on the disclaimer. So guys, the as will any rules and the sentence statement and the instruction of the condition and this limitation of the disclaimer and the obligation of this publish of the may be and the publish and the future of the site and the condition of this wording and this use agreement and this site of the gate and this its applicates and this related body and corporate the refer of the get user. So please read this agreement and this carefully and the term of this agreement and go over use service and access of the to the site and by registering of this for this account and accessing this download of this using of the click on the agree and this to accept and this any get of the service it demand and this, that you have the ready understood and this you vocally and this accept and this be legally and bound by and all term and this condition and splitably and in this agreement and alongside of this any other agreement and this transcription of this and operation of the rules announcement and the other rules as of the limit of this time of may you and requirement except including and this but not only limit and 5BC policy and that Ohio agreement and legally and bound by any and all term and this condition therefore and this edition when using and this starting of the future and service you will subject and speculative additional and this condition of this guys application those and this future such of the reblend of the products and this argument and this for the product of the agreement and this dash we reserve and this right of the amendment and this modify and this agreement and affiliate and this term of the service activity and the term of this traditional policy and guideline announcement and the from the time and this in our soul of the discussion without any notice and the any immediate and the modification will be and the demand and effective and the immediately upon of the posting and site of this you continue a use of uh, site and this service provider and the get shell and this demand acceptance and sorts of the amendments and of the modification if you don't do not agree with any sorts of the amendments and this modification you must end the discussion using an or accessing of our service. So a disclaimer of the we do not provide um, we do not provide any and material information on our site and which shall of the continue to be constant of the recommendation and this obtain an invitation of the underscore or the solicitation enter and the into the any and the transcription over other wish and this deal with digital asset and the products. So you future understand that we you are will book up the agent and this intermediate and or advisor concern and the natural and the value potential and the suitable and of any particularly digital asset transaction or investment and the strategy. So we do not provide the consolidating of the tax legal and ensuring of the or investment advice and this of the any kind of this there or the information that of this available on of the site of the soul of the struck of as of the advice any kind and you alone of this slowly and the responsibility to do determine and will any investing strategy for the product or service of this approval and this suitable and this you recording and this you financial and circumstance and personal investment and objective and risk tolerance we are not of the responsibility and discussion of this you make of the any transcription based of this information side of the including and any loose and this in course and erasing of this discussion. So digital asset and this primary and used by speculators and as of the use and relative and less of the commercial market and digital asset of the transaction of as of the high risk due to and respect of the trade on the thought out and this the day and without limited and this rise of the floor price of the market and this global and this government and the policy that is measure of the flexion of this price. So digital asset of the like unlike of the traditional flat of the currency and gold and this competition and this market in the market and this and are subject and expectational and the risks of the unlike of this other traditional flat of the currency and digital asset and the decentralized and this and are and the backed by and the central bank and government and the or the other legal and entities and the digital asset currently and remain and largely and this are unregulated and the source of the value digital asset and may of the race of the defending upon and this market and confident on the investor of the competing and this currency and this regularity announcement of the source of the technical problem or any other factor guys. So D number D and this U due to and significant risks and the trading and this digital asset as well as the impact and the technology and institutional market. We cannot of the warrant of the granted and that of the particularly the type of the digital asset the available on our side and the service of the we reserve and the right of the export and this offering service and in relation on our particularly type of the digital asset on our site and we will and the user and responsible and this end to notify if you are in case support and trading at the or providing the service and relation to a particular and digital asset if this the case or you will not be available and this convert that hype and digital asset into the any other digital asset. However, we will give and the option of the transfer of the digital asset to the another wallet address and the please at the aware and that we are not and will not be responsible any cost and cost by if you are decide and this transfer of the digital asset and other wallet and this address. So we are not responsible or liable and this any digital asset or the transfer of our side of the another and this device at the platform wallet and this nor are we and the responsibility or liable and this any digital asset or not of the trade our site and this has been sent of this our site and this we are will and this not of the responsible or liable and of any digital asset that have been sent and incorrect or incompletable and this wallet address. So a transcription and guys transcription in the digital asset and may be irreversible and these guys and they are of the strongly and recommend that you do not send of the digital asset and to any person of the do not of the personality and this no complete of the trust and its import of the u tax and for faithful and transmission and this is strongly and the digital asset where whatever you are accounting and fraud and this is of this wallet device and we talk and the responsibility the misforwarding of this theft of the your digital asset and this we strongly advise and that if you familiarize and yourself with and this implement as a for personal and wallet service and or other device and this for of the storage and the your digital asset and this implement and this other security and secure of the always and the take of the great and this the particular of the secure password and this operating of the digital environment. So guys, digital asset of the trading highly risky and this therefore of the not of the suitable and this most of these people of the UN close and this and understanding investment digital asset the may of the result in this fertile of the total lose of your investment and therefore, you are strongly recommended and to decide it and the amount of the you investment and base or you lose and bearing of this capacity, you knowledge and this understand and digital asset and may and this granted at the tip the risk. So therefore and this if you have any doubt and this guys you are strongly and this advice to seek and this assistance of form of the professional advisor and seek of the relevant and professional advice and future more and this side of the form of the above minute monitors of the risks and they are may also be an unpredictable risks and they are so an advisor and this careful and consider and use and rational of the judgment to access your financial and position and this above the menton and the risks and before making and this any discussion of the transaction digital asset and this losing of the therefore the will be born of this you yourself and this shell of the health and the enable the any manner whatsoever and this how sober. So 1.3 point guys explain and you enclosely and this understand and that agree that. So guys, you understand that our insight are you only intent of to the service and venue of you button of the information of the find of the count formation of this for trading and the negation and effect and this transcription of the digital asset we do not and participate any and this transcription of this therefore of you shall and you are soul and this absolute of the discord and careful access and the authentic and the legality and this validity and this event of the digital asset and this inform of the slowly of the responsibility and lose of this may of the rights and their form. So all opinion and information of the discussion, analyze and the spice of the advice and this other information and on our site and are general of the market review and this do not of the constitute any investment financial taxes um, taxation of, or any other form of the professional advice we do not aware of the end use and the however and the raising of the directly indicatedly and from the connection of this above and this guys information the including but not only limited any loss of the profit so here and the reserve and the right of the determine of this mean of the modify any and center of this site and this any time of the soul describe we are used and this responsible of the effort and sure and this accuracy of the information of the site however and we do not of this cannot agreement granted and the degree and the accuracy of the information of the beer any loss of the raising of the directly and this indirectly or form of the connection of this inform of this on the side of the form any delay and this of the failure and this casuate of this failure link up with the internet or the transmit or receive and this any notice and this information. So you using internet based and this trading of the as also in bowling of the risks and including but not only limited in failures of the softwares and this hardware and this internet of the links of the considering what we cannot of the control and these guys and this reliability and this availability and this internet of this we all not responsibility and this any destroy of the delay and this link of the failure and this must of these guys side of the part of the servicing engage of the any legal and these guys and transaction activity and or legal illegitimate and this activities and the including and but not limited to money laundering and terrorism funding and smuggling and commercial and this behavior and this in the event and the any legal and transaction activity and this illegitimate activity and suspected and this or notice we all and this adoption of the apply available and all available and measure all our soul and this creation of this including but not not limited and to freezing of this all relevant and this core accounts and this notify and the relevant and this authorized and we all do not assume any and this responsibility and this clear form. So the and reserve and the right to hold and this rebellion of the person and accountable. So if must not user our site and this or service any and manner of the to engage in your take of the include and this invaluable in any activities that have been or potentially and this adverse and the impact or market integrity and hour and reporting of the water and other ligament right which and including but not limited market and manufacturing activity and such of the flowing of the laying of this wish and the trading and or any illicit of the improve of the fake unfair of the untaker and the transaction and trading and activities the collective referral market and this manipulation of the activity. So in particular, you adore and you replicate and the master of the knot and open of the multiple accounts and on our site and engage in our other wish and participate in the any and these guys and above market and the many collection activity guys. So guys, and this and the any sorts of the market and manipulative activity and they detect of the notice and suspected and the reasonable and grounds of by US and in our soul and this absolutely and this correction tech guys. And this manipulative active against and this any an asset of the hill and you account and you affiliates an account any sorts of the account what of the suspect or believe in responsibility and ground of the relate to you and your applicates and the or suspending of on or familiative and the closing all and relevant and the accounting guys. So don't miss this token and we are do not accept and excusing. So the closing the all relevant and account we do not accept and the zoom and the illegal illegality and the erasing of the from the thieves activity and the shell of the continue and to check any action and the see responsibility and necessary against any market and manipulation activity and shell of the reverse all and our rights and the including but not limited right and the pressure of the all available legal and equate and limited and this hold and relevant and the person including you and affiliates and this accountable. So we provide an online platform which and allow user and to take of the different digital asset we make of the available any to your other ancillary service and to facilitate the exchange of the digital access and depending on your country and all residents you may and not available use all the service on the site and it's your responsibility to comply with an applicable laws and to the country or you residents and of our country which an access on the site of this service. So by the create account, you agree and this maintain and the security and this confidently and if you log in and accreditation and this guys access you access to account and this use computer and the stable and this market and mobile device and this or your template and this you shall the take of the full legal responsibility and all activity and that's occur and under the account and this accept all risks and of authorized access eligibility guys. So by the accessing and the site or using a service and this represent and warrant of these guys that if you are the natural person and you are at the least and this 80 years old and this have you full power authorized and capacity and in tearing into the deliver and perform and this obligation under and contract including but not limited or to the agreement if you are legal interior and such of the legal interim is a dual and this organized and this validity exercise and this under of the applicable and this law of the jurisdiction on of the entire and of this duly and authorized to act of the behalf and been and sorts of the legal entire if you have not previously been suspended of the remove and this form of the site of our service if you will and use your account only by the and the yourself and not on of the behalf of the any third party useless and you have been obtained of the failure and written and for approval from US. So you represent and warrant that you account and can only be used and the person host and the name and register and this under you are may only you account and for you own and the benefit and not and behalf any other and third party you unless and this you have been obtained and this for your right and approval US you are prohibited and from using and any of our service of the reasonable and this purpose and the any and other third parties and the including and transaction of the be on behalf and this person of the entities and you are fully responsible and this activity others occur and this under you and these guys account and including of this in ensuring that all persons who access and that our service and thought your account and this hour and that of the term of this condition of your agreement and this with and US comply of this with them so you will be bound of by and this Harry B and this authorized US to accept and this rely on any instruction of this water and transcription notice and this combination this and any others and action of the intent and the made of the provide and or take the any more and as of the access or your account and this even that's you accessing our site of Endor and this savior and this be help and this any benefits and natural person and or legal person including any from the in corruption of the partnership and speculation and this organization or any other entering and this type. So you continue and access site of the service shell and the constitute and this representation US you have been duly and authorized and the source of the represent the person to use and site and our service and perform any transaction activity there is mm, therefore, beyond the represent and this person and this agreement and any source of the translation activities and that of have been performed and the according have been and term of this here used and hearing is agreement any and associated and these guys test of the teams and the policy you shall of the refer and not only you and this actually user individual but also represent person and this therefore and this both of these represented of the person jointly and this several and bond and the agreement and this according you also Harry B and this undertake and this represent of the person and capable and this agreeable and this being of this bound of the agreement. So the user and represent and warrant that. So you are not on you will not and will anyone and any entered and economy translation list and including but not limited and this is speculative design and nationals and this and block and personal list and assembly list and United National Security and Council and sanction of the list. So you are not of the restriction of the prohibit and this form of the engaging and the in any type and trading of the by European Union and secure and this Future Commission and Hong Kong and this Hong Kong are the monitoring and authorized Hong Kong is the customized and exist and deferment of this official office of the foreign of the asset and control and this as any and other administrative and this law of the incorporation and this engaging of the authorized in other and jurisdictions. So it is your responsibility to ensure that you access the to the site and this use and this service and according and this applicable law and this you acknowledge and that we receive reverse and the right and the make and or only part of the service available and this creating and this markets and jurisdiction only in our soul and the absolute and the discretion and according with applicable and laws and this we and restrict and forbid and this use all and for shown of all service and form of the curtain and justification that's we determine in our soul and this absolute of the discussion not appropriate and this suitable and of user provide and this protection and of this service we are local law and this not of the permit and provide all protein and this service and endure and this jurisdiction of the together and restrict of the location. So the restrict of the location include but not other limited and of the United of the State of America and mainland and China and Singapore, Canada, France, Germany, Hong Kong, Malaysia, Malta, Cuba, Iran, North Korea, and Sudan, Crimea region, and Spain, Luans, Luans, Donetsk, and Netherlands, Bolivia, UK, Myanmar, Venezuela, Uzbekistan, Australia, and this India, Indonesia, Japan, Argentina, Colombia, the United Arab Emirates, Thailand, South Korea, Republic of the Philippines, and so, and please note of this, we make place of the sentence, and this restriction or treatment the explicit service to user, and some and jurisdiction of for time or to the purpose of the help of the women and hour and absolute, and this describe update and list of this restrict of the location form of the time, and without any notice to you are it's your responsibility, and frequently and the check and set of the privilege and yourself, and with a list of this restriction location immediate, and this case of the access and of our site and the our service, and the shoot and locate and this any of the restrict and location. So the content and the is of this agreement and shall all the not be excluded, and this form of the applicable law, and this country and region and the under which and this will user belong, and as your result if you do not meet and this eligibility and this requirement, and please immediately and stop accessing of our site and do not use the our service. So you are responsible and this obtaining and the data network and access necessary and use service, you are responsibility of you acquiring and this updating and completable and the device and necessary and to access and this servicing and this site of this we do not and granted of this service, and this any for protein, and therefore the function of the any and particular and the device, and this colors and this service, and this may of the malfunction of the delay inherent and the use of this entire of this election of the communication. So when you are register an account and with you as agree to, so create of the strong password. Yeah, you do not use the for any other website or online service platform enable and two-factor authorize and the as of the future protection and measure. So maintain of the security and this of your account, and these guys and protect your login and creating and this restricting and access to your account, and to you use self only take out the responsibility and to activity that's acquire of the under your account and accept and risk and the any and authorize and access your account, and this been you bottom of the condition of the his agreement. So the confirm of this that you have entire of the age and this 80 and this and another and sustain of this and this into the contract, and this require and this different applicable and this law and this you and resistant and this site of our site and transcription made by site and the release and information site of the behavior and indicating of the your accepting and this service and operating you ask shell and comply of this relevant applicable law and this sobering and the stage of the reason and justification over you, and confirm that you have been supplicant and capability to accept this and term and condition enter into the transaction and this use the service. So undertake and um, liabilities for you own transaction and this non-transaction actives and this as well, and this profit and lose of the their form. So the confirm that information provide and the time and registration and this account and this account of this truth and this update and accurate. So you enter into the agreement and you own and capacity of your own benefits. So comply and with applicable law and the including and the reported and the any transcription profit tax of the purpose and this receiving email and the short message and this to management and this operation of our site. So you shall not of the offense sub account and this any represent of the person who and restrict for habit and this form of the activity our side of the using our service and this including and this any represent person who and this residence and this any restrict and location you will not on the open and sub account and this forest represent of the person and this himself and this other wish and this own and the control and direct and the indirection indirectly and this individual and this interim subject and this the United Nations of the Security Council and some section of the list and SDN list and this any other applicable and sanitation list you will and facilities and transportation direction or indirectly and the behalf of the or the benefit any individual and this interior of the which and resident district and the location and subject any applicable of the some sections. So guys, you acknowledge and this understand and the security exchange and the commission and this and the commodity and the future trading and commission and of the United States as well and this government and aggressive of the United States of the may and claim as sort of the jurisdiction and the sober and certain of the exchange activity outside of the United and States of the respect of the service of US and the person and this US customer and as of this term of this define of the interfaith and this under of the law and this United States of EU future and this includes and this understand and we including and the hour and this applicates and this relate and the body and corporate do not and intend and the provide service and our solid answers of the US for person US and the customer expressly and the profit and these guys using the of the service in our water and the application of the law and rules and this regulation of the United States of the US and the bit of the includes and the certain the represent warrant and this agree and this with respect and this service and completely in this agreement that so the you and any represent and person of the US no, are not of the US person US customer as though term of the define of the represent or by the law and rules and the regulation of this uh, in United States of the include by and not limited and law of these rules and the regulation and sake of the CFTCNE and this United States agency. So you are any represent of the person have been not and this advising and suggest including or our other wish and this implication of this applicators and this advice and item and this any advice and law and this rule and regulation in United States including but not only limited and that's all the rules and this regulation and the sake of the CFT or any other United State of the agencies. So you have not advised and the subject include or other wish and the influence and the any and of you represent of the person and evident and the atom event and the law rules of or regulation of this United States including but are not only limited to law and rules and regulation of the sec of the CFT and the any and other and United States of the agency. So UN represent of the person I do not of the reset of the United States if she and this natural person and this are not of the form and resistant and or organized under the law and this United States or the have this their respective and the principle of the place of the business and local within and with United States. So you are any represent of the person, not just of the applicable law and this any other jurisdictions with materially similarly effect. So you will immediately and notify and this us of the any change or in status or to have above and so you shall identify and this define and hold and the harmless US and clothing and our and applicates and this related body and this corporate of the direction and the member and the office and this employee and this agent of this service and provide and this against of this claim of the demand of the sector and this demand and lose and this cost of this expense of the increase of the arising at the form of the correction any bench of the any part of this clue. So guys, our right and obligations. So we may and restrict and the suspend and terminate your account and use and the service and processing of your transaction at any time and this we in our solid and discretion of the suspect of the notice and we determine and that if you violate an agreement and this applicable laws and this in you and justification or our that and provision of your use and this service and our jurisdiction of this lawful. So when our soul and discretion of this decide and that account and not suitable and for our high risk investment and we have right and this suspend and terminate and US and the account and theory fee and this immediately. So if you are unavailable and to and satisfy our due to diligence and the procedures and requirement, we have the right and refuse your recognition and for account if you have already and the registered will have been the right and the revoke and you account with us and we reserve and the right and hold and you or your account authorized and the agent of the accountable and this future more and this we reserve and this right of the dedicate decide and this whatever except if your application or registration of an account in circumstance in all circumstance. So when we have the response reasonable and grounds and the belief and that's and the person using and the account and no, is not of the entail and the registration of the account and this we have this right of the suspend or you terminate or the user access and to the account and immediately. So if you respond reasonability and the spigot and this that's and the information of the you provide is wrong at the until of the invalid and or incomplete we shall and this have a right of the notify and this to correction update and this inform or the suspend term and treatment of this the account guys.